Welcome back to our real-life English conversations masterclass. Today, we're entering one of the most enjoyable situations you'll experience while traveling or living in an English-speaking environment. Going to a restaurant. Food brings people together. Whether you're traveling abroad, meeting friends, attending a business lunch, or simply enjoying a meal, restaurant conversations are an important part of everyday English. Yet many learners feel nervous. They worry about understanding the menu. They worry about ordering correctly. They worry about asking questions. But after today's lesson, you'll know exactly how to communicate confidently in a restaurant. Let's begin. Imagine you've just arrived at a popular restaurant. A host greets you and says, "Good evening. Welcome. How many people are in your party?" You might answer, "There are 2 of us." Or, "A table for 4, please." The host may ask, "Do you have a reservation?" You can respond, "Yes, I have a reservation under the name David Miller." Or, "No, we don't have a reservation." Simple, natural, professional. Now, imagine you're waiting for a table. The host says, "There will be about a 15-minute wait." You might respond, "That's fine. Thank you." Or, "Could you let us know when the table is ready?" These simple exchanges happen every day in restaurants around the world. Now, let's move to your table. The server approaches and says, "Good evening. My name is Emily, and I'll be taking care of you tonight." You might respond, "Thank you. It's nice to meet you." The server then asks, "Would you like something to drink?" You could say, "I'd like a glass of water, please." Or, "Could I have a cup of coffee?" Or, "I'll have orange juice." Notice how polite requests often begin with, "I'd like," "Could I have," "May I have?" These patterns are extremely useful. Now, let's talk about menus. Many learners feel overwhelmed when reading restaurant menus. The secret is not understanding every word. Focus on the main information. Appetizers,
Main course,
side dishes, desserts, beverages. These categories appear in many restaurants. Now imagine you're looking at the menu and need help. You can ask, "What would you recommend?" Or, "What's your most popular dish?" Or, "What's today's special?" These questions are very common, and restaurant staff are usually happy to help. Now, let's discuss ordering food. The server asks, "Are you ready to order?" You might respond, "Yes, I'd like the grilled salmon with vegetables." Or, "I'll have the chicken pasta." Or, "I'd like the beef burger, please." Simple,
direct,
effective. Now, let's discuss dietary preferences and allergies. This is extremely important. You might ask, "Does this dish contain nuts?" Or, "Is this meal vegetarian?" Or, "I'm allergic to seafood. Could you recommend something else?" Clear communication protects your health and helps the staff assist you properly. Now, let's discuss customization. Many restaurants allow you to adjust your order. For example, "Could I have the salad without onions?" Or, "Can I substitute rice for potatoes?" Or, "Could you make it less spicy?" These requests are very common. Don't be afraid to ask politely. Now, imagine your food arrives. The server says, "Enjoy your meal." You can simply reply, "Thank you." Or, "Everything looks great." A few minutes later, the server may return and ask, "How is everything?" This is a common question in restaurants. You could respond, "Everything is delicious." Or, "The food is excellent." Or, "We're really enjoying it." Positive feedback creates pleasant interactions. Now, let's discuss a situation many people fear. A problem with the order. Imagine you ordered chicken, but the server brings fish. Instead of becoming upset, communicate calmly. You might say, "Excuse me, I believe there may be a mistake." Or, "I ordered the chicken, but I received the fish." Notice how professional this sounds. You're addressing the issue respectfully. Most restaurant staff will solve the problem quickly. Now, let's talk about another common situation. Your food is taking longer than expected. You can ask, "Excuse me, do you know how much longer the order might take?" Or, We were wondering if our meal will be ready soon. Polite language helps maintain positive communication. Now, let's discuss dining with friends. Restaurants are often social environments. You may need to make conversation while waiting for food. For example, what have you been working on recently?
Or,
Have you tried this restaurant before?
or,
What's been the highlight of your week? These open-ended questions help create engaging conversations. Now, let's imagine you're having lunch with a colleague. Professional dining conversations often involve topics such as work projects, industry trends, professional goals, current events, travel experiences, learning opportunities. A useful skill is balancing speaking and listening. Confident communicators don't dominate conversations. They contribute while also showing interest in others. Now, let's discuss paying the bill. Eventually, your meal comes to an end. In American English, people often say, "Could we get the check, please?" In British English, people often say, "Could we have the bill, please?" Both expressions are correct. Now, imagine the server brings the bill. You might ask, "Can we split the bill?"
or,
"I'll pay for everyone."
or,
"Could we divide it equally?" These phrases are very useful when dining with groups. Now, let's discuss tipping. In some countries, tipping is expected. In others, it's optional. If you're unsure, you can ask, "Is service included?" This simple question can help avoid confusion. Now, let's practice a complete restaurant conversation. Server: "Good evening. Welcome. Can I start you off with something to drink?" Customer: "Yes, I'd like sparkling water, please." Server: "Certainly. Are you ready to order?" Customer: "I think so. I'd like the grilled chicken with vegetables." Server: "Excellent choice." Customer: "Thank you." Later. Server: "How is everything?" Customer: "It's wonderful. Thank you." Server: "I'm glad you're enjoying it." This type of conversation happens thousands of times every day, and now you can handle it confidently. Now, let's discuss an advanced communication skill: being descriptive. Instead of saying, "The food is good," you could say, "The food is flavorful and well prepared." Instead of, "I like it," you could say, "I really enjoy the combination of flavors." These expressions make your English richer and more natural. Now let's pause for a moment. If you're enjoying this real-life English conversation series, subscribe to Daily English. Give this video a like and leave a comment below. Tell me your favorite food and the country you'd love to try it in. I'd love to read your answers. Now, let's continue. One important lesson about restaurant English is that confidence matters more than perfection. Most restaurant conversations are short, friendly, predictable, and focused on communication. You don't need advanced grammar. You don't need a perfect accent. You simply need the confidence to speak. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Imagine yourself sitting in a restaurant in New York, London, Toronto, Sydney,
Singapore,
or anywhere else in the world. You understand the menu. You ask questions naturally. You order confidently. You enjoy conversations comfortably. That's the power of practical English. Before we finish today's lesson, remember these key restaurant communication principles. Be polite. Ask questions when needed. Communicate clearly. Handle problems calmly. Focus on understanding and being understood. Most importantly, enjoy the experience. Because language is not only about words. It's about connecting with people and enjoying life. In Part 5, we'll move into one of the most important social skills in English: meeting new friends. You'll learn how to start conversations, avoid awkward silence, build connections, and create meaningful friendships through confident English communication.